I have gone these pictures. I have gone through so many studies about man. About man, I discover one of the reasons why gone too soon are much on men. Gone too soon are much on men. When you look at this picture above, this picture now above, look at that picture. Study that picture, men. I mean men. Study that picture. We have one particular deadly issue on that picture. The deadly issue on that picture, I will mention it by the end of this video. One, when you go through this picture, you see that men goes through a lot. And if you look at this thing that made men to suffer a lot, we men created it on us. That decided to create that punishment on us. One, we are not contented. Men are not contented. Let me tell you, when a man comes out to hustle or struggle or to make ends meet, there are so many things he doesn't put into cognizance. One, goal. He doesn't put goal into cognizance. He doesn't put target into cognizance. He doesn't put something like focus. He doesn't put all these things, elimination, into cognizance. That is why he jam-packed everything. He moved everything once. Before you know it, all he gone too soon. Before you know it, he's dead. Because all these things he packed together to push once that is revolving around one thing: making money. This is just Martin's idea. Don't forget to like, share, and comment on this video. Follow our YouTube channel so that you know when we are dropping a new video, you'll be the first person to watch it. When you go through this video now, you see that so many things are there, and all these things revolving around this picture now comes from brain. One, when a man is growing up, he'll be thinking of to be like others. Ibe is not something bad. Not something bad, but what is bad is what are the things you will do to Ibe. That is the thing. When you are at your comfort zone, Ibe. But when you move out of your comfort zone, you have a target, you are focused, you have plans, you have target. And whenever you are setting aside to be like this, you must have a very a lucrative, high-paying skill, job, or business. Business in peanut, 80% of salary earners cannot be like eBay. You cannot be like others because you end up getting peanut to take your essential need, to pay for your essential needs. So if you want to be eBay, if you want to be like other persons, you need to look for a high-paying skill. A man that is living wants to gather everything. One, he wants to build a house in the village, in the township. That man wants to build a house in the village, in the township. The man wants to build a factory. The man wants to build an industry. He wants to acquire an airport. He wants to acquire a jet. He wants to acquire so many things that makes life happen. He wants to give a good life for his children and family, extended family. He wants to be the Odogu of the society. He wants to stand out from his distant peer group, society, and so on. He will be thinking all these things once. I want to be this, I want to be that. But what are you going to do to be that? That is where the issue starts. You will be at your comfort zone, but you want to have all these things on this picture. I don't think that is possible because all these things on this picture requires dedication, painful movement, denial of some certain things, and having a radical decision to attend to that goal. Then if you cannot have all those things, it cannot work. And now when you have this desire and you do not meet up with these desires, now the next thing you do is you get a wife. And because you don't have money to get a very valuable wife, if you are any woman is okay, you will not go and get scorpion as a woman in your house. Then when you go out to hustle, to do all this hustling and come back to rest at your bargain at your house, that is one of the things that makes you to go too soon. You don't rest in the house, you don't rest outside. Instead of coming outside, inside to tell them, child, this is their job, and when we found out, as soon as you're coming in, the scorpion will come in and they sting you and they stings you. Now, when that scorpion start giving birth to children, the only thing that the scorpion will end up doing is instigating your children against you, because your role as a man is not being met. So she will be instigating your children against you, that you are not man enough, and your children will buy the idea, because 60% of a living, 60% of life of the children in the family revolves, or let's say 80% of life of the children in the family revolves around their mother. If you don't have anything to convince the children that you are trying, the children will assimilate the instigation given to them by their mother. So that is why we got many men die too soon. Most of the times you see men fighting with their wife. That period you use in fighting with your wife is the period you should have been converted ad initio to make sure that each time you provide, each time your target is being met. If you see, there's no relationship that doesn't go with ego, money. I love you, I love you. Money must be there. If you don't have money, bro, your relationship will shatter. If you don't have money, your relationship will shatter. It takes God's intervention to keep that relationship. So when your family asks, you are not limiting. They ask, you are not giving. They ask, you are not giving. And you are producing children in the house, in your house. Children are coming out, and you don't have ability to take them up, to carry them, to take them up, to carry them. You may not have peace in that house. So all their activities of life revolves around raising children. That is more the reason why our burden is much. You play fatherly role, you play husband role in the house. Then you come out and face the fact again. And if you say you need a good family life for your children, for your family, you need to start early to plan. Drop any poor paying job, any job that is not paying you to meet your target. Drop that job, go for a high paying job. If you can't get job, go and learn a skill, a valuable skill that will make people bring money to you. See, money hides in people, and it will always flow from people to you. If you go and learn one skill that will drive people to you, you will take care of all these things here now, or you will take care of all these things here now. The problem we have is we don't believe that we can make it. We believe that we should wait for things to come and meet us, and you want all these things. My fellow man, you need to stand up. If you want to extend your life to normal lifespan, start early, plan your life so that you can acquire this. Every average man needs comfort, needs everything. House in the village, house at home, comfortable car, comfortable movement. You go to abroad and come back, give your family a good life. You cannot achieve those things if you don't plan early. If you don't plan early, or maybe you're always at your comfort zone, you cannot come out from your comfort zone again. Think, if you want to get all these things, start early, plan your life. Make sure that what you take home as your wife comes from a very valuable person who can support you to achieve all those things, because you cannot achieve all these things if you are not truthful to yourself. Follow for more.